going on today?
Well, Scott was a lucky recipient of a spring turkey tag. So right now, even though it's kind of the middle of the workday, taking a little break and we're doing a little e-scouting. So hunting turkeys quite a bit. I'm just kind of showing Scott some things that I've learned hunting these western birds and what we're kind of looking for some topography features on GOHUNT maps. So I'm just kind of diving in.
Yeah.
Some e-scouting with Scott.
Yeah, I've never hunted turkeys before, so it's the first time. So help from Brady is much appreciated because otherwise I would have no idea what I'm doing.
Let me get Scott dialed in. So yeah, this is an area that I kind of marked that has a lot of like just random topography features that I've seen birds on before. Not a lot of roads. I mean, this unit does have roads in it, but there's not a lot of them. And a lot of these roads you actually probably can't drive this time of year. Because I don't know if you looked at the snow water equivalent map right now.
A lot of snow.
There's a lot of snow. So you're going to need a range chainsaw 100% because there's going to be down trees.
Okay.
100%. But like how these ridge lines, they just kind of go all over the place. And what I've always seen hunting in this area, these birds are going to be roosting a lot on these ridge lines and then utilizing some of these little valley tops. And I don't really think there's actually any like south-facing, north-facing aspect. I've seen them in all different areas, but they definitely like working down these ridge lines, especially in the morning. They might be like roosting right along this edge here. And then they're going to fly always, like usually I've seen them fly uphill. So they're always going to fly on these ridge lines. They're going to hang out on these ridges in the morning. And then sometimes they seem to like peel off and go down to some of these bottoms.
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon. Midday
okay.
stuff, yeah. So I think the best thing to do is try to like find a spot and start marking some little areas where you can possibly park a truck. And then just try not to get too close to the area. And then just, walk the ridge lines in the morning, call, try to locate the birds, try to hear them gobbling on the roost if you can, and then try to set up. But like a spot like this, what I really like about it, it's not just like a morning spot. You have so much options for all day. So you just like walk down this ridge, come all the way down through here, maybe working up through this area over here, maybe check this little area out and try to like locate them. Hopefully it's gonna be calm. Because if it's really windy in this area, you're not going to hear birds. And that's going to be really tough because then you're going to have to get in with the birds. But if it's super calm, like literally you can just get up on this little spot, like right here, and call, and hopefully you'll hear, birds somewhere.
Do you have them typically, like do you feel like they're in like the thick trees normally, or do they like some of the more open stuff?
I honestly haven't seen them very much in the open.
Okay.
I have not seen them in the open. And this is actually a lot more open than you would think because you're going to be all those big like Ponderosa type pines.
So they're all big, tall pines.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much undercover.
Yeah, but you can see here too, like there's probably going to be some depressions of water with snow melt in the bottom, and a lot of these north-facing slopes are going to have a lot of snow on them, which they're not going to want to walk through it for the most part. They do walk across it, but they're going to kind of work some of that drier areas. But like this area like this, like you have so much terrain, like the ridge line going this way, you come over this area, like even though there's a road down there, I wouldn't be totally concerned because turkeys are going to cross the road.
Yeah.
And so I'd even come down to this road, try to call and locate birds, maybe see if you can get a bird to, gobble back at you over here. And the best thing I would say is like we have one waypoint marked here where I've heard a bird gobble before. Anytime you're out there and you hear a bird gobble, mark it.
Okay.
Anytime you see scat or tracks, mark it. Because that night when you get back, even though you're probably going to have a truck in your camping out your truck, you'll have your computer with you. Or you have your phone, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I will do a bunch of research on there to figure out if there is something you can tell terrain-wise that they are really liking while you're out there, and then you can just
replicate that across.
Replicate that for somewhere else.
Okay.
Because also you don't know what pressure could be. Like there could be a bunch of hunters here, but some guys could be camped out here because sometimes there is wall tent camps and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might have to move. But like all these little areas right here, like this is gonna be getting kind of open. But I can still feel some birds could be like in this little pocket.
Yeah.
Kind of working down these little ridges. But again, like there's so many different backup spots here, which I think is going to be just key because you can keep going down again this ridge. And even if there's a road there, I won't, hesitate to hike all the way over there and jump up on top and get another one. And like I said, I really prefer parking way away from where I'm going to be hunting and just walking it.
Yeah.
Because these birds are heavily called at. They're very educated. And I think they can tell when you have a vehicle driving around.
Totally.
But like even in the evening too, like if you have a spot where like, oh, it's getting way too dark. I don't have a plan right now. I would definitely just get up on these ridge lines and walk as fast as you can, and just constantly call as you're walking, trying to get one to gobble, and then you can figure out exactly where he's going to roost. And then maybe try to slip in a little bit closer and have him gobble one more time and be like, all right, I think he's in this tree there. Because then in the morning,
Just go set up close
go
by
set
there.
up right close to him. Like the evening's going to be awesome if you can get one to gobble, like even before opener, get one to gobble that night, and then just be in that same spot, like literally maybe an hour and a half before sunrise.
Okay.
Because like once that sun comes up, they'll be able to see you and they'll be gone.
Okay.
So okay, ridge lines, finger ridges are gonna be really good. And there could be chances, like we talked about earlier, that are like water tanks, you said.
Mm-hmm.
They might not actually water on it, but they congregate around there because there could be some green grass growing up near that because it could be, in the sun where that tank is.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that's a good start to your plan. You got one waypoint marked. And if you're nice, I might share a bunch more.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, Brady.
But yeah, this is gonna be a good spot. It's a good, starting point for you to go check out. But